Right, guys, welcome back to upcoming games of September 1st. Yes, boys and girls, we are back. We've never really left. We thought we'd take a month off because it's been a very busy, awkward month for everybody, including myself and the Drac. Speak of which, is joining me in today's upcoming games and did all the hard work for this. So, if there's a couple of games in there you like, thank him. Especially if there's a couple of games in there you don't like, blame him.
Well,
Drac, say hi.
hello. No, G came up with the list of games. I just added all the information, so you can thank or blame G.
No, that's all you told me about 10 minutes ago. You said you did all the hard work.
Yeah, well, G came up with the list, and I filled out all the info.
You said you did all the hard work. You did all the bits and pieces. Now you're telling us G. So no.
You knew damn well G put the list together.
Including a couple of games that we are not going to review ever that type. G, it's you, bro. That's all on you, bro. We ain't ever going to touch those games.
he does seem to have fun trolling us with that shit.
He does. He definitely trolling us with that shit. Really definitely does. Right, 1st of September. If I can get those words out of my mouth. How do you say that, G? Drac? What's your name again? Arai, the Secret of Seasons?
I guess it could be Arai. I thought it was Ari.
Arai? Ari?
That's what I thought.
How do you
I
say
thought it was
that?
Ari.
Well, it's an action-adventure RPG, PS4, PC, Xbox One, and the tablet we all know and love is the Switch. Journey across a magnificent world. I swear to God, you guys put these games in here just to wind me up because the Switch is not a console; it's a tablet.
You know, every time you say that, you
years.
just sound jealous that you can't pick up
tablet.
your PS4 like you can with a Switch.
No, because my PS4 is attached to a 4K TV, and I enjoy the visuals on that. The tablet, if I want to pick up a tablet, I just use my phone.
Yeah, but you sound jealous that you can't take your game library with you on your PS4 and pick it up and run around with it in tablet form.
I can, on my phone.
You can't play PS4 games on your phone.
You
Not
want to
really.
bet? I could download Fortnite right now.
Fortnite? No, you can't. You actually can't download Fortnite anymore.
No, right, true.
At least not right now.
So essentially, this is an action-adventure RPG, and to be honest, it's a very cutesy sort of game. Not necessarily my style, but a lot of people seem to like this. What are your thoughts, Drac?
Yeah, I mean, I follow along with the whole cutesy thing, like a puzzle adventure type game. It looks, if you enjoy puzzle games, this looks like this could be pretty cool. It's good for, I would assume, for family folks. I think when I was listening to you watch the trailer, what was it, rated E10 or something like that?
Yeah, E10. Okay, that's a bit loud, bro. Whoa, okay, we get it. It's E10, right?
Yeah.
The funniest thing is the developers' names. Fishing Cactus and Eason.
Sure.
Okay, Eason. I'm probably butchering that. I quite like these odd names. They're an interesting bunch of folks. Publishers Mobus Games, but interesting game. Bit cute, bit puzzly.
As a bit of a side note, how do you
Okay.
fish with a cactus? Do you just like put it in, wiggle it around till you spear a fish, and then pull it out?
I think the cactus is the finishing game. You know, when you go fishing in a boat, you often bring a hammer.
Well, I know why you. Yeah.
I think the cactus is more. I think the cactus is more of a, finishing implement.
Okay.
Hey, dude. My thoughts. I'm probably very wrong. Right, next on is Iron Harvest. Now, this is a cool game. I love the beta for it. I played the beta. Yes, my little clockwork laptop here runs the beta. I tell you what, it reminds me of early 440. 440? Early Warhammer.
Oh, 440k.
Oh, my brain today.
Warhammer 40k.
Yeah. Sorry. My brain is not here right now. You know those mechs you walk around in, those Imperial mechs and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. And you see when you first see it, I actually thought it was a Warhammer game. When you see the mechs and whatever have you, and it's like, hang on, the fuck? And then you see a mech that looks like an orc mech, and you see one that looks like, oh dear. oh, Imperial. Oh, wait. And then you play the game and it's like, yeah, the trailer is proper brutal though. Have you seen the trailer for this film?
Yeah,
this
no,
game?
it looks cool.
Dude,
they have a neat
brutal.
CGI
It's
trailer
very
that kind of
cool.
introduces it. Alternate reality, 1920s. So we're talking like some old school type war stuff and steam engines and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I mean it definitely looks cool. I'm not super into RTSs, but my buddy that I go up and play LAN games with, he really enjoys them. So I fully suspect that I'll pick this up when it's on a Steam sale at some point. It'll be something that we play at some of our LAN sessions. So.
I tell you what, I can't wait for this game to come out on sale because I'm all over that. $50 is a bit steep for me, I won't lie, a little bit on the steep side, but it's worth every penny. And if I could manage to pry my credit card out of my wife's fingers, I'd buy it. But the developers at King Art, they might want me to, so I might actually buy this game. Publishers are Deep Silver, and I tell you what, it looks like it's sort of like towards the end of World War One, when everything becomes more mechanized and stuff. That's what it's sort of set around there and thereabouts.
Well,
Beginning of World War Two, they're about 1930s, 1940s.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned
Mostly
the beta. There is an open beta on it in Steam right now, so you could actually go in and play the beta. So you can go check it out.
Yep, it's really cool game. Really cool game. I'm not sure that the guys are balanced enough, but it's probably my red alert. The red alert inside me calling. I want to say it's the granddaddy of all RTSs, but it's really not. That's Dune.
Warcraft.
Right, on the 8th of September, Kingdoms of Amalur, if I'm even pronouncing that right. Re-Reckoning. Drac, you know a bit about this game that I didn't know anything about.
Well, okay, so I was first introduced to the original game at a Comic-Con a number of years ago, so that was kind of great because I got to see Salvatore and McFarlane, and I think it was Ken Ralston, one of the guys that worked on Oblivion, all in the same room talking about this game that they were working on. And Salvatore was doing a lot of the...
I'd love to meet Salvatore.
Oh, he's a really cool guy. He's a really cool guy.
I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, so he was doing all the background story and the world development and all that kind of stuff from like a story perspective. And Todd McFarlane was doing, was running the art design, character design, that kind of thing. And then, it was neat to see like these really big names in different fields come together to build a video game. And it was disappointing how it turned out because of some mismanagement stuff that happened. You can find articles online about that if you want to read about, I think it was 38 Studios and how that all went down. But it's being re-released. So I was reading a little bit about this, and basically it looks like the developer, I'm going to say Kaiko, has been working on the game. They're saying that they've refined the gameplay, they've updated the graphics, and it looks like there's actually going to be some kind of... like a DLC or an add-on that comes out next year, 2021 sometime. So if you hadn't heard of or never played this game, it's like an action RPG game. It's really cool, and how you can develop your character. The art style was pretty neat. It's something that it was a game I never finished because it's single player, and I always have a hard time finding time to play single player games, but I keep going back to it. In fact, I even have the original still installed in Steam right now, and I started trying to replay it again a couple months ago. So it's definitely worth a look if you enjoy action RPG games. And from what I remember, they were saying, I think this might have been a rumor, they actually had wanted to use the funds that they made from this game to develop an MMO. So while this is a single player game, the rumor that I heard was that they had always wanted to make this into an MMO, and that this was going to be like the stepping stone for that they would make the money putting out a single player game, and that would be their basis for this MMO that they would develop later, using the same type of game engine and game tools and all that. So
it didn't happen, did it?
It didn't, but if there's enough interest in this, I wonder if we could even get some... there's no co-op. They didn't add co-op to the game, so it's still a single player game, which... sad Drac. But but yeah, I almost wonder if how far into development they might have gotten with regards to whatever they were trying to do with an MMO, or if there's any multiplayer code in there, maybe we could get. I'm being hopeful, but probably sillily hopeful.
Well, if you think about it, right, I agree with with G's description of this. It's very Dragon Age / Oblivion, you know, Elder Scrolls. The playstyle looks Dragon Age, and it looks like, yeah, you know what I mean. Publishers are THQ Nordic. Developers are Keiko and Big Huge Games. Or Keiko Big Huge Games. I think it's Keiko and Big Huge Games.
Yeah, Big Huge Games was one of the original developers on it. And I don't know if they're still doing anything with it. I don't even know if they're still around, or if they folded when 38 Studios went down. I don't know.
Well, you probably find that Keiko are picking up pieces, because this does have the potential to be a massive MMO. Look at Elder Scrolls Online. That's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Yeah, I think the potential is there, and they had a lot of big talent on it. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Right now, there's a game that I know nothing about. Destiny's Sword, sci-fi RPG MMO. PC only. Developers are Two Dog Games, and the publishers are
Two Dogs Games. They're self-publishing from what I can see.
No, just Dogs. Yeah, self-publishing. I think got a typo there. Never mind, folks. Yeah, squad-based combat strategical.
Stratikill?
Strategical MMO that, dude. I tell you what. I have had far too much to drink, and my brain is cooked. Deep fried.
Stratikill.
Deep fried. Stratikill. I know. Stratical? Good lord. Strategical. That's the word I'm looking for. God. Wow. Alpha demo. Right. It looks very turn-based to me if I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
The art style for it is interesting.
You know, when I first saw it, I thought it was a bunch of stormtroopers running from that ED-208 or AO5 or whatever.
209.
Robocop. 209. Okay, sorry. That's what it looked like to me. Stormtroopers running away from that thing. You know, so it looks like that. Turn-based, so yeah, be a pretty cool game to play. Not that it's, again, turn-based isn't necessarily my thing.
Yeah.
But this is kind of more G's thing, micromanagement, isn't it? I can see why he put that in here.
Yeah. I just don't get into the turn-based stuff too much because I'm too impatient for it, really. That's what it comes down to. Lack of patience.
Lack of patience.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Right, well, we'll move swiftly on. Paper Tanks on the 17th of September 2020. Right. Chill and Play, publishers and developers. Now, I don't know about you, Drac, but when I was in high school, I used to doodle this sort of shit all over my notebooks and class books, because, you know, when the teacher was gone and you had a free period, what else do you fucking
I doodled, but I didn't doodle tanks.
Oh, dude, tanks, planes, fucking mech walkers, you know, shit, why not? And this looks like a lot of fucking fun.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm
loving
the way that they've designed this. This is actually super cool.
A lot of fun. I don't think I would have gone for necessarily... Oops, there we go. I actually pressed play on the thing by accident. I think I would have gone for the ink, because I used pencil, H2 pencil. You know, because you can erase it just in case the teacher came back. Your free period became a half period.
Yeah, but a gray on white background wouldn't have stood out as well as like a blue pencil or blue pen. So.
Oh well, no. Think about it. Blue pen, different team. Black pen, different team. Red pen, different team.
Well,
gray pen.
They have online PvP, online co-op. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the option there. They're listing this as being available for all kinds of platforms.
All the platforms.
All the platforms, including
all of them.
You know, mobile devices and stuff like that too. So if you want to play this on your phone, you may be able to find it on your phone when it releases on the 17th.
Right, the 22nd of September, The Long Gate. Developers David Shaw. Okay. And Inductance LLC, fair enough. Hey, whatever. This reminded me of that Portal game.
Yeah, it's a first-person perspective
really
puzzle game, so I definitely can see that.
Yeah, atmospheric puzzler. Yeah.
I'd go so.
I wouldn't say it's Portal. It just reminds me of it. You know, just some. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd even go so far as to say I think there's probably some not references to, but inspiration from games like Tron and stuff like that too, and some of the
Slight
design.
nods, tips of the hat, tip of the hat. Yeah, tip of the hat. This is going to be proper tinfoil hat theory. I'm going to adjust my tinfoil hat here, covered in bacon grease. The way the perspective looks, to me, it looks like this could be VR capable. Even though it doesn't say it in any of the descriptions or any of the bits and pieces, it's just the way the manipulator moves about. It looks like it could be, being ready or lined up for VR, or at least it was developed like that and then realized they couldn't continue with it and they brought it back to a 2D realm. It looks like it could be a VR thing. If the developer, Mr. Shaw, David, dude, if it was the case, give us a shout to confirm that, because it really looks like it could be a VR type game. And who doesn't love an atmospheric puzzler in the VR worlds? I know who loves one. It's Drac. He loves VR games and he loves puzzle games.
I mixed bag on puzzle games. Some I do enjoy, some I don't at all.
You finished Luna.
Yeah.
That's a difficult game to finish.
I got stuck for a little while in Luna, but yeah, I finally managed to get through that one. But yeah, no, I mean, Luna is one of those kind of puzzle games that I enjoy. The 2D, the cartoony style, the hand-drawn animation. I really enjoy those for some reason. For most puzzle games, I don't necessarily get into, but I did get into Portal. I really enjoyed Portal. I finished Portal.
You like long game, mate.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be something that could be fun to play. I didn't get into Myst though, so I don't know.
Don't really care much for Myst. Right, 22nd, the same day, Pandora, Chains of Chaos. Developers, Party Llama, and they're publishing themselves, right? Platform Adventure Venture Action. Can't even talk right today. Right, so it looks like it's Link running around in the atmospheric world of wherever he is. To me, it looks like Link. It looks like Link.
Yeah, I mean, similar art style. The character
Zelda
design
sort of
is
franchise.
vastly different, but similar art style, sure.
It honestly, it looks, to me, it looks like a Zelda franchise. Honestly, it does. It really does.
Well, like I said, similar art style.
It's an interesting looking game. That's why otherwise we wouldn't have mentioned it. Pandora opens a box. As you know, Pandora opens the box, releases all the terrors, and now she's fighting to save everybody. Cool. That's a good story. I want to learn more about it. Yeah.
I want to learn more about the name Party Llama. Like, how did that become the name of the company? Like, do they have a llama out back that likes drinking beer, or?
No. I must say, this month the developers' names are pretty bang on target. I mean, the next one on the 30th of September, right? Whiskey and Zombies: The Great Southern Zombie Escape. The developers are Nuttery Entertainment. Yeah. And the logo for Nuttery Entertainment looks like an octopus or a Cthulhu or something. It's really odd, and their motto is drink, fight, survive. I'm thinking, yes, please, I'll have me some of that. And the cure for the zombie apocalypse is moonshine. It's like, I've had moonshine. It burnt going in, and it burnt coming out. I tell you what, that stuff is violent, but damn good, man. You drink it going, oh, I'm warm and fuzzy all over. It's good stuff, moonshine.
So this is a top-down zombie shooter / beat 'em up set in the swamplands of Louisiana, and basically, I guess the way that you survive the zombie apocalypse is by getting drunk on moonshine and shooting zombies. So,
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
What couldn't go right?
Nothing. Nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong. You've got a bottle of moonshine in one hand and a shotgun in the other, and you've got zombies coming for you. So you neck your whiskey and you blow some heads.
There you go. And all the green blood splashing around from the hordes of zombies coming at you.
Oh, dude, a lot of fun. Now, this next game that we're going to mention on the 30th of December as well, it's bullets per minute, right? BPM. Developers are all interactive. Now, it says an FPS action rhythm roguelite. So basically, you gotta shoot to the rhythm of the game and stuff. Cool idea. But it looks cool. It really does. I like the style of the game. I like what it is. But there's some very familiar assets in the game. Very familiar. And the Epic Game assets. Epic Game assets from a game called Paragon. I've seen a Grux, I've seen a Chimera, I've seen quite a few other characters from Paragon, which was the game. And funny old thing, I used to play Paragon. And
I don't think you've ever mentioned that. You played Paragon?
Oh, dude, I love that. That was a good game, man. I was addicted to that game. That game was good, man. They honestly, they broke the game badly for, I don't know, a few months, and then they threw a fix in. It worked, and then they broke it again, and then they fixed it again, and then they shut the game down to make room for Fortnite servers. So,
but yeah, I mean, if you were, if you're trying to picture what this game is, if you're not necessarily watching the video and seeing the trailer running in the background up there somewhere, think of something akin to Doom, but playing to different types of music, and where you have to dodge, jump, and shoot to the rhythm, and that's how you get past and increase your score and all that stuff. So,
I'd like to see some Queen music in this. Doom doom ch, doom doom ch. That would be. I mean, that's the go-to when it comes to clapping and feet stomping and shit. We will rock you.
I've seen.
But there's also other ones.
I've seen some rhythm games for VR where you can load in your own music, and I think that would be cool in a game like this, where you could basically load up a bunch of MP3s, and that's the music that you play to.
That would be a good add-on. Load up your own music, and the rhythm would just set the pace of the game.
Now you got me looking to see if they have it anyway. I don't think that they do, but I mean, that would be really cool if it could just take a minute to read the music and sense the the different beats to it and the speed of it and all that, and just yeah, I don't see anything about loading in your own music though.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure they'll add that in. Next on the chopping board is Craftopia. Again, another game that reminds me of the Zelda franchise.
Very much.
And Link and floating around and okay, this one more than the other one, but Pandora, she runs weird, and I saw a little picture of her running a pig. It's like, does she even, are her knees dragging on the floor? What the? Anyway, this one definitely reminds me of Link, but with the crafting elements into it.
Yeah, this one is very, very much so the same kind of art style as Breath of the Wild. So, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, if you enjoy that art style, at the very least, go check out the game and see what some of the stuff. But I mean, it's got a wide variety of stuff that they were showing in here, from like people going around on hoverboards to like an old school tank to like farming simulator where they're like they got cows and they got plants and this whole like farm thing that's going on. And if you look at the description for the game, it's kind of funny because they talk about how like we wanted to combine all of our favorite video game types, so you can like you got a sandbox game, an open world game, and it's a survival game, and a farming game, and a hack and slash, and factory management. It's like basically this is the kitchen sink, all everything in the kitchen sink thrown into a Zelda looking game. And if you enjoy all these things, well then check it
that's
out.
it. That's exactly it. Exactly it. They all like playing Breath of the Wild. They all like that art style. But then someone like Farming Simulator, someone like Truck Simulator, someone like I don't know, what's that SSX Tricky? I'm guessing here, right? Someone liked I don't know, what's that one where you're in the Nintendo Wii Sports and you're paragliding? There's a I can't ruin the joke, but anyway, they've combined all the favorite games with the same art style, and that's it. They've basically covered all the bases. There's factory building, there's crafting, there's truck driving, there's farming, there's building, there's so it's all covered in the same art style. So yeah, interesting to see, and it's funny how a Nintendo game is still molding other games to this day.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see, for example, you don't see games like Battlefield 3 or 4 or 5, or even 6 for that matter, molding and shaping other developers and under indie games, right? But you see games like Zelda and the Zelda franchise molding and morphing indie games because they take inspiration from those sorts of games. Because the first-person shooter is just a quick, adrenaline rush. Whereas games like Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, what else? Games that you have to invest time and emotion into, those are the ones that mold and form, you see?
Yeah. Sure.
Interesting to see. Right, guys, that was it for the September upcoming games. Stay tuned, because next month there'll be more. My name is Bam Havoc. Thank you for listening to us. And I told you Fall Guys would be a good game.
Fun and frustrating both together.
Very frustrating. Takeshi's Castle in a computer game. Brilliant. Anyway, guys, much love. Cheers. Bye.
Adios.